What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Project Cars 2 Career Mode. Once again, we are in the Formula Rookie cars, and we're just going to be kicking off where we left off in the first episode, getting a grips to what the handling model is like, what it's like to race on the new game, and seeing if we can progress further in our career. So we've got 3 rounds to get through in today's episode, and I want to top off this championship in this episode and then find out what we're doing next after this one. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, leave a like if you enjoy Project Cars videos. And without further ado, let's get stuck into Project Cars Career Mode, the Formula Rookie UK Championship.
Okay, mate, you know the drill. Let's build some heat into these tyres.
Cheers for that. Alright, so after, what, 4 or 5 laps of running out there on the track, we're at Donington, by the way. I've put in a time of 1 minute 21.8. You know, it's not flash by any sense of the imagination. We're going to go out again. I'm finding that the tyres take forever to heat up. I did 5 laps and they were only starting to be like a light blue kind of color there. So we're going to change the tire pressures. I think if you increase the tire pressures, it'll mean they'll phase in a bit quickly. So we'll bump that up by a few pounds, and we'll send it back out. Where is... Yeah, I found the tire pressure screen. I think increasing the tire pressures makes it better for qualifying, but when you get to the race, you want to run as low tire pressure as you can. That's how it works in Formula 1. So when it comes to the race, that's something we'll need to work out. Let's go here. What is going on with the setup? Okay, there we go. Better send her out because we have 2 minutes and 37 seconds to get out there and actually set a lap time. So I was fiddling around with that for way too long. Hopefully the changes I made have been alright. The tyre pressures already, oh no, they were green. As soon as we leave the pit lane, straight back to blue. But, okay, if we do have a new set of tyres, it's going to be quite skatey, like you can see now. I'll do my best to heat up the tyres, and hopefully we can bag a lap time that gets us further up the grid. It's not heating up. Oh. This lap is going to be pretty treacherous. I'm going to have to push. I'm down the order, and when you're pushing this car, things do not work out well. So this last lap here is going to be interesting. Why am I hitting 100 miles an hour? Why do I feel like my speed's being limited. I haven't pressed the pit limiter or anything. What's going on? Why am I flat out in 4th gear and can't go any faster? I don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. Has the top speed increased? Or have I got some kind of limiter on? I honestly don't know. This wasn't an issue in the first run that I did. So I honestly don't know what's going on here. Everyone's going to be absolutely roasting me here in the comments. 100 miles an hour, topping out. I'm going to have to go back and check the footage to see what the top speed was in the last run. Braking for the final chicane. Nice and clean through there. Donington's a really nice track to drive in open wheel cars, but up to the line, do we improve on a 1:21:22.8? Okay, so the lap wasn't dreadful. I mean, it was slowest out of everyone, but I felt like something was off there. The top speed felt really weird, just topping out randomly when that wasn't a thing in the first session. Let me know what the problem was there. I'm sure you will. Yeah, 11th place. Not good enough.
The start could be tricky from where you are, so try and stay out of trouble. Let's stay alert, try and make up some places off the grid.
Why have you given me slick tyres when it's a wet track? Come on. Automatic by weather. GG. Let's put the wets on because the game clearly can't do that for me. And we'll send it back out. In terms of the setup, I've actually restored the setup to stock because I felt like I put in a good lap at the end of quali there, and we were just way off. Whereas my first banker lap, or whatever it was pretty crap, and I got 11th at the start of the session. So, not too sure what the deal is there. But we've got a wet race. Hopefully, it's tricky for the AI, and we can make our way through the pack. Away we go. Donington Grand Prix, it actually looked a little bit wetter on the first attempt that I did when I had slick tyres. Chuck on the wet tyres, and now we're back to what looks to be a fairly dry track. It looks like it's only slight drizzle at the moment, but there we go. We're in 11th place. We're getting squeezed to the inside, and I'll try and move my way inside the top 10 if I can. I wonder if this race is going to go back to dry running at some point. We'll need to make a switch to the dries. I did select you know, the automatic by weather by choice in terms of the tyre selection. So maybe the game thinks it's going to be dry towards the end, so they put me on those tyres because it might be the best strategy. Not entirely sure, but we're going to have to make our way through the pack nonetheless. We lost a lot of points in the championship in the last episode by getting a pretty mediocre result. I think it was like 5th or 6th. Definitely need a podium in this one. Oh, hello. Nice and easy. Under brakes. It's so easy to lose this car. It can just step out at the most opportune moments. So it's really hard to watch. I think the rain is getting a little bit more intense now as we head on to the second lap of 8. This might be a long old race, this one, by you know, Project Cars standards. But yeah, P8. I think we've almost halved our grid position so far in this field, so we're looking pretty handy at the moment. I just know when we cut to the next clip, it's going to be me in a barrier. Nice run. Can we make anything of it? Heading into the next right-hander. One thing that wasn't really portrayed in the last episode, which I didn't really talk about, is the steering response of these cars is very slow. And when I got super runs on the AI, it almost became a little bit dangerous at how much closing speed I was making up on the cars in front, and I was often just running into cars simply because I couldn't get the car to rotate quick enough. Not so much of an issue this time because I've upped the difficulty something to like 85-ish%, and we're having a much more realistic time of things now as I run into the back of what looks to be my teammate. Lovely stuff, and I've got to return the position. Oh no, it's what? Oh Jesus, bloody hell! Another one of those situations where AI going too slow in the mid corner and basically lost all momentum trying to avoid. But I tell you guys, the grip levels feel better in the wet than it does in the dry. I'm not losing the back end at all. It's making things a lot easier. Nice logic, Project Cars. Don't squeeze me. Oh yes, oh yes. Beautiful run through the final quarter. Let's just ignore that exit, by the way. But we're closing in on the pack ahead. What, 3 laps to go? They're all clumped in a massive... Hello.
Let's start this lap. Keep it up.
Thank you. Juggling the car. Absolutely on edge. On the limit of grip. Yes, I know I'm flying, Jeff. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement, but right now I need you to shut up. But yeah, like I was saying, we are absolutely flying on this lap. I feel like this track is a little bit too big for these cars. I just feel like I'm waiting for the next corner to roll around. And finally, an opportunity presents itself. The AI get a terrible run out of the final chicane, and we are going to capitalize. Thank you very much. What seemed like a very dire race has now turned into a good one. It's P2, 2 laps to go. Let's do this. These tyres are incredible. Wet tyres on a dry track is 100% the way to go. The slick tyres in qualifying felt terrible. I was losing the back end everywhere, couldn't push. This tyre is just confidence inspiring, and it's just allowing me to push so much that we're making the AI look like they're standing still at this point. Follow on board as we go through the final chicane. Look at this. Confidence. Amazing. Barely lost the back end there. In the dry, would have been a huge problem, and now...
1 second behind the leader. Keep the pressure on him.
Mate, he's pitted. Why is he pitted?
That's the fastest lap of the race. Great lap.
Pit stops aren't a thing in this, are they? We didn't have to stop in the first one. So why is he... I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe he's been corner cutting. Oh, he's going to dries. He must be going to dries. Why though? It's fine. We don't need dry tyres. We're going purple on wets. It's fine. Look at this. A second up. The AI are idiots.
Great stuff. Fastest lap of the race.
Thank you.
Last time round. Keep it clean now and on the black stuff.
Oh, well, it's funny you say that.
If anyone can do this, it's you. Now come on, keep pushing.
Hey, there's one corner left. I'm leading by like 20 seconds. I don't think I need to push. Here we go then, chaps. Rounding the final corner. This is going to be the first win of our Project Cars career mode. We've absolutely bossed the field on wet tyres. GG, everybody. Did it in style too. Still waiting. Still waiting. They're still on lap 7 apparently. Oh no! Did they retire? No, they haven't retired. Okay, they're only crossing the line now. They're 30 seconds back. And that's the guys on the podium. Bloody hell. For a second there, I legit thought that people were retiring because they're like, oh no, the wets. They can't drive around on the dries. Mate, I was setting purples on the wets. It was amazing. That's going to get us right into the championship now. On the podium, let's see. We are topping the driver standings by 4 points. I don't know if this is based on the F1 point system, but hey, I'll take it. Leading the championship with 2 races to go. I don't think we're going to get both of the final 2 episodes in, final 2 races in this one. I think I might do one more. I've really underestimated how much time it actually takes to get through a race weekend. So I think we'll do one more, and we'll see where we're at from there. It doesn't look like we have anything in the way of invitational events. Those will probably start coming in thick and fast once we complete our first championship. But looking at the career dashboard, they don't have the timeline that they used to have on the first game. They had all the tweets and just media people, people within your respective series. That was a nice touch. I don't know why they got rid of that, but either way, we're off to the next track. Where the hell is it? Snetterton. I think I'm okay there. We're going to up the difficulty as well. We're running at 84%. We're just going to edge that up to 90. What's the max difficulty? 120. Yeah, we'll slowly increase this as we see fit. Just want to go in increments and just get the balance right. But yeah, qualifying, we're not that quick. Race pace though, we're on another level compared to the AI, which seems to be a trend in racing games for some reason. Either way, stop waffling. Round 3, Snetterton. Let's do this.
Nice and steady on the outlap.
I remember this place all too well. I think we had a big kerfuffle with one of our championship rivals at this place in Project Cars 1. And I think this is also one of the places where Matt literally spent about 30 minutes trying to get through a Formula Rookie race around here. Fun times. This is gonna...
Let's get a good result here in qualifying.
No, okay, that is certainly the tricky point of that corner. I thought, this might be a challenging corner. I get around it. No, not too bad, not too bad. Oh wait, yes I remember. That's going to be absolutely shocking for keeping the back end in check. Oh, see, it's not only me. It's not only me that's struggling. That's nice to see. How do I balance this? How am I honestly going to juggle this car into this high-speed corner when you're trying to settle down the back end and you need to turn left at the same time? It's going to be so tough in the race. Oh, he's done it again. That guy's literally done a half spin again, just like I did on the last lap. At least now I don't feel too bad about my own driving. Makes me feel like I've actually got another person doing this career mode with me, because these cars are hard to get a handle on straight up. Jesus, we're 3 seconds up on our delta, and we're only 2.6 seconds away on that delta from pole position. So this is looking like a good one. Was looking like a good one, but it's okay. We only lost about 0.2 through there. Slipstream, no DRS. If I had rich revs, I would be using it, but on the run up to the line, can we improve from last place? I'll take it. Well, cheers for getting out of my way on the qualifying lap. I really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate it. Just because you got the number 1 on the door doesn't mean you own the racetrack. Okay, so at the end of our first run, we're sitting in P3, just 0.2 away. I think the way that these quality sessions are formatted is you kind of just have to do laps and laps and laps, and I don't exactly have the kind of time to do that at the moment, so I'm a bit pressed for time. So I'm going to skip to the end, and I'm probably going to regret this. Oh no, P5. I was fully expecting to go straight down to last, but the fact that we're actually starting in the pack today makes things much more encouraging for the race. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Only 3-4 laps. Clear forecast. Shall we chuck on the wet tyres? You know, I'm actually kind of tempted to do that, but no, we're gonna set it to the default, automatic by weather, and we'll send her out there and see what we can make of the third race of this Formula Rookie Championship. What is going on? Okay, 2. Kind of annoying how you have to like manually save a setup for it actually to take effect. I'm going to have about 1 billion setups by the time I'm done with this career mode. But here we go. Race number 3 of the Formula Rookie UK Championship. It's time for the Snetterton Grand Prix. Oh, why am I on wet? Okay. Whatever. We're on inters. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. 3 red lights. And away we go. Why? I said automatic by weather? Why have my team put wet tyres on a dry track? Maybe they've learned something from the previous episode. We're just going to race on like it's no man's business. The car feels okay. That guy's getting a bit of a squeeze on. Down the inside into turn 2. Is this the default tyre? I don't think so. You can race slicks. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Am I actually on, is like the mandatory tyre, whatever the normal tyre is, does it have grooves in it like a wet tyre? If it does, I'm going to be very embarrassed. Look at this, supreme grip through this right-hander. That was amazing. Again, I don't know what it is, but in race conditions, the car feels completely different to what it does in qualifying. It's so sketchy, so oversteery, light fuel in those sort of shorter sessions, but come the race, the car feels amazing. Look at this, I'm going to turn in here, lift off. Okay, no, I have to. Oh, the leaders have taken themselves off, and I've actually crashed on my own. Oh dear. The race leaders have paid me. They wanted me to restart the race. It totally wasn't, because I royally screwed that up there at the end of the first lap. Away we go for attempt number 2, and I promise this will be the last restart that we do in today's episode, or at least I hope so anyway. Through turn 1. Moved up to, is that going to be 3rd place already? Engineer, why are you talking to me through turn 1? I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of motorsport, but this engineer feels like it's absolutely necessary to do so. P2, next up is the leader. I feel very confident in our race pace, and if we don't get anything less than a win today, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. I like this corner. Nice and flowing through there. Kind of rewarding when you get it right. That wasn't the case on that occasion, but we are about to make some solid inroads on the cars ahead. For some reason the AI not very strong through here, and I'm going to try and make the most of that. He takes a very shallow line into the final corner. We're going to get supreme traction and a nice exit out of the final, and I think we might challenge him, not through turn 1, but I think we might go for a dive into turn 2 if we're close enough. Does have good straight line speed though, so probably not. Oh, he's run wide, and he's getting oversteer on exit. That's a terrible run through the first corner for our race leader here. Can we go for a move up the inside for the lead of the Grand Prix? I'm getting flashbacks. That is a carbon copy of what happened in the Project Cars 1 career mode like 2 or 3 years ago. This time it didn't end in a catastrophe, and we take the lead. Oh, how typical. That's annoying. I was ready to check out. I was ready to switch into autopilot mode and just cruise home to the finish. Everyone in front of me is making mistakes. It's just, oh dear, we have a car park off the track on the inside of turn 1, and just like that, I'm back on the podium. I always feel bad for beating these guys. None of us deserve to be race car drivers.
Good job, you're fastest in Sector 1.
It's not hard. You make it through the first corner and you look like Senna going through there compared to the other guys. No! Honestly. What are we doing here?
Great driving, that's your fastest final sector.
Oh, come off it, Jeff. Come on, someone make a mistake. Just a casual 10 car pileup would really do my race a real treat here. I say that. I see smoke plumes. Is that going to be a free position? Yes, it is. Make that 2. P8. And the cars ahead have got a terrible run through there as well. We could be looking at a top 5. If we can keep things clean. Why is he moving to the inside? He's nowhere near him. He's nowhere near him. You could have stole slipstream for another 30 seconds there, mate. But instead, you've just ruined your opportunity to get past, and I'm probably going to get both of you in one corner. We're coming up to that really long corner where it's easy to lose the back end, and the AI love to go really slow as well, just for added challenge. And every time I dab on the brakes, the back end likes to step out, which is always what you want. Got a nice run through there. Second gear, let's tuck into the slipstream. This is going to be the final lap of the Grand Prix here at Snetterton. And hopefully we can find a few more places than just P6. I want top 5. Yes, Jeff, I know it's the final lap. Thank you. Dreaded first corner. The AI, again, haven't made it through that well. Has someone gone off to the outside? No, I don't think so. But this might be our chance to dive up the inside. Not quite. Gonna have to hold on for now. Get a nice run through here, slow in, fast out. And we'll give the guy behind a lesson in how to overtake on a straight, not pull out about 100, 200 meters too early from the slipstream. And we should have P6 fairly soon. I say that. And I completely screw it up. No, don't make me brake. I don't want to brake. Because that's when the problems arise. Through the final corner. Unfortunately, it wasn't the win, not even the podium. Too many mistakes have prevented that. But fairly solid recovery drive. And it's going to be P6. There's now big question marks as to where we're going to be in the championship now. Don't swerve at those guys. That's not very nice. But in all that, we are still somehow topping the championship for Formula Rookie. So that is a bit of a blessing, it must be said. But there we go. That has been this episode for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Let's take a look over at the team's championship, leading that as well. So I think in all honesty, this championship must be pretty evenly spread. A lot of different people getting up to the front, and a lot of people probably crashing or spinning out and what have you. It's really making the bid for the title a very close and spread one across a lot of drivers. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Just bear in mind that Project Cars 2, this is still like a preview build, so there are going to be issues, like I said in previous episodes. That incident with Turn 1, the AI clearly not optimized for that corner at least, which spoiled things a little bit today. But hey, we got to see a massive crash. How often do you get to see a crash that involves like literally the majority of the field on one of the opening laps? But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the episodes. If you are, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and see plenty more racing game content. And in the next episode, we'll finish off this championship, and we'll see what's next in store for our career. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.